Hey everyone, welcome to Steph Style. I am Stephanie and today I am excited about various things that I'm going to tell you about. And I am going to go over what has sold on eBay in the past 10 days, but I wanted to bring up a couple of exciting things first. First of all, the person who won the drawing for the Dior products did get a hold of me, and so her items are en route to her. And so I hope that she loves them. Thank you again, everybody who entered for that drawing. And the drawing was for my for 300 subscribers. That's what that was for, in case you're new here. Another thing is February 12th and 13th, I am being involved in an unboxing of ThredUp name brand handbags. There's 11 of us in that, and so please look for the notices. I've put out one, and the other people in the collaboration have also put out notices on that. So February 12th and 13th, both evenings we're going to be going every half hour, and so I hope to see you there. I will be live, by the way. I will be there to chat with you live, and you can tell me what you think about my box that I get. So yes. And then what else? I did order 2 more designer boxes, which I'm really excited about because they're really hard to come by these days. I think a lot of people are buying them, snapping them up as soon as they become available. And so it's a lot harder to get one than it used to be, I think. But I have 2 of those en route. I am going on vacation for a week starting today, so I won't get to those. It'll be next week, not this coming week, but the week after that I'll get to those. So, and also one more thing, that is, I've been doing I haven't been doing a lot of haul videos. I will be doing a lot of thrifting this week. I'm going to a place that has really good thrifting. And so I will be doing that. A lot of my hauls have been from TJ Maxx, and you're going to see that today in my sold items. So let's get to it. Let's go over what sold in this past 10 days. It seems like 10 days is my rhythm. That's when I feel like I'm full up on things and I need to get on here and talk about what sold. And so the reason I like to talk about what sold is it kind of gives you an idea what people are buying, how much they'll pay for it, and a little bit more about the brands that I decide to buy. I don't know about all brands, but the ones that I do know about, I like to talk about them a little bit on my channel. So the number 1 item that has sold in the past 10 days is a Coach pencil case and lanyard set. Got that at TJ Maxx. It's brand new in the box. Tempting to keep that one. The leather was beautiful. But it sold within 2 weeks, and it sold for $53. And like I said, I got that at TJ Maxx. Almost everything on my sold list today is something that I purchased at TJ Maxx. Well, I'd say 80% of the items are. Sorry about that. Number 2. Number 2 is a pair of Gucci black leather heels. And I bought those I tried something new. I think I've talked before about the end of the years when thrift stores like to put sales out on items just to get them out the door so they can, get ready for the new items to come in. And so I bought these at a thrift store that I knew of in around the Naples, Florida area. I bought them online, and it was an online thrift store, St. Matthew's, for those of you who are wondering. I bought them for $30, and I sold them it took about a month for them to sell, and they sold for $63, which I thought was okay. I started them a little bit higher, but nobody was buying or really watching them much, so I lowered the price. Anyway, they weren't in perfect condition. They were in pretty good condition. So, number 3 item that sold is a Viola Castellani beige belt bag. I'm still it makes me giggle that the 80s items are coming back again, because I'm an 80s gal. I was, that was my, I was a teenager in those years. And anyway, we all had those bags, and now they're back again. So this bag was a leather bag I got at TJ Maxx, and it sold within 2 weeks for $44. Did pretty well on that one. This one, actually, some of the bags in here were on the 50% off sale that I had out here. But that was not one that sold on the 50% off, this person paid full price for it. So, all right, number 4, Drybar 4-piece gift set. This is one of those items. I got this. It's a blow dry iron with some full-size products in there. It's an amazing deal, $200 and some retail value. And I got it from TJ Maxx. This is one of those items you're not going to find at TJ Maxx normally. you're going to find it end of year because it was an item that was made as a Christmas gift. So sold that item. Drybar, by the way, if you don't know, Drybar is a very good brand name. They specialize in, well, they started as a company that did products for blowouts. Blowouts are when you get your hair professionally straightened. And Drybar makes really good, not only electronic products for that, but they also make, you know, hair products like shampoo and conditioner and different things. So it's a great brand name. Their products do go for quite a bit of money. So I got a really good deal on this at TJ Maxx. It's the 4-piece set, sold for $74, and it sold within about 4 weeks. And next up is a Balmain leopard print tank top that I got in a DIY designer box from ThredUp. And jury was out on how this thing would sell because it had some tiny little pinholes in the front and back. I did make note of that in the listing. Of course, I always try to do my best to do that. If there's anything wrong at all, I put it in there unless I don't notice it. Anyway, it sold for $38, and it took about 6 weeks to sell, which I didn't think was too bad. $38 is kind of low for Balmain, but it's not low for a shirt that has some little holes in it. So I haven't gotten a feedback yet. I hope the customer is happy with it. Number 6, Drybar once again. The Drybar Tres Press hair straightening iron. I got that at TJ Maxx as well. Another item I'm sure that was in their Christmas gift lineup. And that sold in about 4 weeks for $46. And I think I paid $25 for that. So yeah, if nothing else, this video that I'm doing today can be a good advocate for why it's a good idea to go to TJ Maxx at year end or during January and early February. And there still might be some stuff lingering around TJ Maxx that's on yellow tag clearance, but I think I've gotten all I need. So all right, moving on to number 7 is a Sanctuary brand beige faux fur coat. This item was also on clearance at TJ Maxx. It sold for $36, and it sold within 2 or 3 weeks. Sanctuary is a really good brand. It's the retail price on this jacket, it was brand new, by the way. It was from TJ Maxx. The retail price on it was $148. So, and Sanctuary is also a brand you will find sometimes at high-end stores like Anthropologie and other stores. So it's a good brand. If you ever find Sanctuary brand, make sure you look it up and do a little research on it. So number 8 is a pair of Louboutin red and blue flats. I got these in a DIY designer box, and it took them a couple of months to sell. I started the price, as I often do, I started the price at what I thought I could maybe get for it. But people were watching it, but nobody was interested. I lowered the price, and the main reason I lowered the price on these shoes is I don't mind waiting a while for something to sell, but these shoes did have, there's part of the shoe had a little plastic. I don't know if you call it, I guess it's plastic. There were tiny cracks in there. The cracks, you couldn't see them from afar, but anytime there's a little crack, of course I did disclose that. And I think that's what people were like, I'm not buying a pair of shoes for, $100 when they have a crack in them. So anyway, they still sold for $59, and I was pretty happy with that. And next up is number 9, the Gucci heart, sterling silver heart pendant. It was a really heavy necklace. It was absolutely beautiful. It was so shiny. It had the Gucci signature on it, brand new, of course, and it had its beautiful little bag that came with it in box. Got that at TJ Maxx on yellow tag clearance, and it sold for $164, and it sold within about 3 weeks. Something of note, I don't really make a lot of money on the Gucci items. I made some money on this one, but not a lot. And I like to have them in my store. I think they're great to have in the store. It draws interest, it draws people in. And of course, there's always that little lingering voice in the back of my head going, you should really keep that Gucci necklace, but I didn't. I sold it. So there we go. Moving on to number 10 is a pair of Bertucci suede boots that I got at TJ Maxx. Bummer about these boots. I did disclose in the listing that the handle was gone from the back of the boot, but the customer didn't see it. And so I ended up discounting this boot. I got them at TJ Maxx. Yeah, you know what? I wish I hadn't bought them. To be honest with you, I hadn't noticed till I got them home that the back tab was missing on them. And the customer didn't read the listing and didn't know it. And so anyway, I just wish I hadn't bought them. I wish I would have just returned them instead of tried to sell them. But again, you live and learn, and I'm not going to sugarcoat all this stuff. I'd rather, you know, live and learn from my mistakes, I guess I'd say. Moving on to number 11 is a Divina Firenze crossbody leather bag that was new in the box. And I got that at TJ Maxx. It was also on my 50% off sale, but the person who bought it did not take advantage of that. They must not have known about it, but they paid full price for it, $69. It took 2 weeks to sell, and again, I got that at TJ Maxx. Moving on to number 12 is this Betsy Johnson red velvet crossbody bag. It was so cute, and a wonderful YouTube subscriber did get this bag. It was just adorable. The bag was $35. They got it for half off. That's $17.50, and so you know, I'm not gonna. I don't think everybody who buys something wants their name read out on YouTube, and so I'm not gonna name any names. But I will say thank you so much for your purchase, and I hope you love the bag. Moving on to number 13 and 14. As you may recall, I did sell 2 giant boxes of designer items that were, there were things for various reasons I put in those boxes. I was really hoping someone would get a good deal on them, and they did. They got the first box they got for $9.50. The second box they got for $55, and then they paid for the shipping. I did an auction on these items, and a little bit of information. Why would I do an auction? The difference between doing an auction and I can do a whole part on that if anybody wants to know why I would choose auction rather than buy it now. But basically an auction generates more excitement. So if you have an exciting item, it's a good time to do an auction for that item because it'll generate more excitement and more attention. And anyway, a wonderful YouTube subscriber out here got these both, and she was excited. I threw in a couple extras for her too. So I hope that she really loves both boxes. Moving on to number 15 is this brand new with tags, Kate Unger dress. It was a formal dress. It was so pretty. It was a size 8, which is a pretty good size to sell. And I did, that was also an item that I did an auction on. I began the bidding at $39. I had a buy it now of 100 and some. The person won it, the auction got it for $39. I still made money on it, and I got it at TJ Maxx, by the way. And so I believe I shipped that one to Canada. All right, so moving on to number 17. Oh, by the way, no, moving back to the Kate Unger dress. An auction lasts 1 week, so it took 1 week to sell, basically. All right, moving on to number 16 is a Karl Lagerfeld nylon crossbody bag. Got that at TJ Maxx. It took about 2 days to sell, and it sold for $39. Karl Lagerfeld is a great brand name, and kind of underrated. Be honest, I think it's a little bit underrated. I didn't know how the nylon bag would sell, but it was a really nice nylon bag. And yeah, so that sold within a couple days. TJ Maxx find. Really happy with that one. Moving on to number 17 is the Burberry London men's check. We call it plaid where I live. Plaid shirt. And it was a really nice shirt. I listed it. It was from the men's DIY box from ThredUp. It wasn't DIY. It was a men's rescue box from ThredUp. It sold for $40. It only took a couple hours to sell. Somebody made me an offer and I took it. And that is the only item I've sold from that men's box, but the other items will sell eventually. So moving on to numbers 18 and 19. This is a wonderful YouTube subscriber who got these also, and she bought 2 of the items during the 50% off sale, which made me really happy. I love it when, you know what? I love it when people are delighted. I really do. It's part of the reason I love doing eBay. And so this person got the Isaac Mizrahi pink faux fur crossbody bag, and also got a Steve Madden scarf and crossbody bag gift set, and got 50% off. So the pink faux Isaac Mizrahi crossbody was $34.50 because she got half off. And then the other one, the gift set, was $24.50. And so, yeah, she did well on that. She just she paid shipping for one item because I had promised if you buy 2 items, you only pay for the shipping on the highest item. And so, yes, so thank you for that. Thank you for, you know, I thought the number of people that bought items from my channel was impressive, and I'm just so grateful for that. So thank you all. Even for if you just looked at my stuff, thank you for looking. And that is what has sold on eBay this last week. And hopefully when I come back, I'm going to have, you know, in a week or so, I will have some new items that I've thrifted, some good brand name items, and I will also be ready to open a designer box by that time. But don't miss Monday and Tuesday, February 12th and 13th. Don't miss that collaboration and all the people that are unboxing the name brand boxes. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.